Cameron Rothie isn't used to standing on the sidelines. That's what made Friday, August 24th, so difficult.
My legs were shaking on the sideline. It was a tough at-home opener. It was a tough one.
Rothie, along with receiver linebacker Tucker Jones, were both in jeans during Hamilton's season-opening game against Whitefish. That was a 36-10 Bronx victory. The duo played pivotal roles in the Bitterroot Red Sox's third-place finish at the American Legion Baseball Northwest Class A Regional Tournament in mid-August. That meant they didn't have enough practices to compete in Hamilton's first game. Baseball season overlapped the first few days of football, and though the Bronx still earned that season-opening win, starting quarterback Carson Rostad definitely missed their presence.
It was really nice for him to come back. It was confusing just mentally not having him there, but we got guys behind him that can do the same stuff when they want to.
Looking at last year, we got done in the state title game. He took Sunday off. We started basketball Monday. We played in the third place game in basketball. He took Sunday off, started baseball. He got home Tuesday night from baseball, started fall camp. So he has had 3 days off in a year. And so we ask a lot of him to come in and, it's his first football game and he does what he does, but we just expect that from him. Cam's a great player, great leader. It's hard for people to stay in front of him. He's very small, but dynamite in his size too. So I hope he just continues to have a good year and, we just can keep moving forward.
Rothie's 2018 debut was one for the ages. 7 catches, 106 yards, and 4 touchdowns. That was in a 35-24 win over Columbia Falls, a rematch of last year's state title. According to Class A statistician Brian Reed, that was only the 14th time a Class A athlete has hauled in 4 receiving touchdowns. Also per Reed, the 4 scores Friday night pushed Rothie's career total to 25 receiving touchdowns. That's tied for 3rd best in Class A history. He also has 79 receptions, 1,362 yards, and the odds are in his favor. He climbs into the top 10 there as well.
Well, yeah, that's crazy, and we lost a couple key guys last year, so we knew we were gonna have to step it up this year. And yeah, it was a crazy game, and the ball just happened to be there for me tonight. Whenever I ran good routes, and Carson made great throws, man, right on point every time.
Rostad continued his ascent in the Class A record books as well, with those scoring strikes to his senior receiver, pushing him to 71 passing touchdowns for his career, 4th all-time, behind Haverstein Warp, Columbia Falls' Dakota Bridwell, and Luke May of Whitefish.
I didn't even know that. I'm more of a worry about the team.
Is it crazy to think it's been that many?
Yeah.
Just honestly, Do you remember how many out of the 71 can you even remember?
These 4 tonight.
He actually played 1 game of JV as a freshman, and that was it. And then he was a backup on 1 game, and then we brought him in on the 3rd game, and that's kind of been all she wrote. He's a kid that's just come in, and you knew he was special when he was an 8th grader. You just could see it in him. You can tell in his demeanor. He's always had the athletic talent, but he has matured and become a leader and been able to handle some very strenuous situations in the past 3 years, And so he's just a guy that's a great leader. He's a great football player, and, we look forward to him keep leading our team. As
Rostad and Rothie continue vaulting up the Class A record books, they surpass some of Montana's all-time prep greats. Warp, May, Linder, Bowder, Mariani, Harris, and the like. Sometimes lost in the record setting, though, is the play of fellow Bronx, like running back Michael Golden, who had 98 yards and a touchdown against Columbia Falls, and Jones, who had 6 catches for 71 yards, as well as the offensive line that stems it all.
What's weird is, it's nothing we do different. I'm not out to get records or anything, it's kind of the style of offense we play. As you see, I like to run the ball. I like to establish the run, and I think that's what's opened our throwing game. We've had the top, 2 guys or top at least 5 running backs the past 4 years, and that's really helped our throwing game. Then you credit our linemen up front, our coaches and stuff that, we started 2 sophomores or 2 sophomores and a junior that this is their first time ever playing varsity football, and so credit those guys and then credit our older 2 seniors that are helping them along the way as well.
It's a powerful offense that'll likely only get better. Hamilton travels to Browning this Friday, September 7th, taking on an Indians team that's 1-1 on the year. Richie Melby, MTN Sports.